Yes, tonight we're playing the Dark Eye. No, it's not an RPG a DVDO. It's not just talking about role playing games, it's actually doing the real stuff. And yes, session 46 of the Orkland campaign. And last time we were messing up with some kind of a flying demon. I don't know if I can call it that, but it's a skull with wings that laugh at our face and is always after Marbio for some reasons. I thought that it was Gryphus, but Gryphus is looking at the stars. From what I know, he's looking at the void. He's trying to avoid the stars. That Gruffs believe that these are wolves' eyes. At least that's what his mother told him. I read that in a book. So, yeah, that's where we are. And it's all happening while we are with a group of people that we freed from slavery after a battle with horde slavers. Well, there's lots of mystery around what they were really doing there. They don't know themselves. They were mining copper. That it was copper, right?
Yeah, they were particularly, or in a way, rewarded if they found copper, but
Okay.
they also the actual what they mined mostly was iron.
Okay, so we're in the middle of the Orkland. We have the priestess. Her name?
Cheka.
Yeah,
Cheka Honninger, priestess of Perain.
Yeah, the priestess of
Oder
Perain.
Peraine.
Who wants to settle somewhere in the middle of the Orkland? So we're currently with her, and the plan is for us who had to map the Orkland to go on after that, unless someone wants to stay with her. So that's where we are, unless I forgot something.
Yeah, I think detail-wise, the last time we or you crossing the Bodia on your wagon by making them float.
Yeah, I think we managed to cross the animals. If I remember.
That's also.
And we were, well, when we finished, I think we were still separated, or did we all cross?
No, I think there was one. I think the last time there was one of the wagons that was still on the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, well, it's the only video that I haven't watched is the last one, so I have to remind myself of it. Okay. Okay. So yeah.
Okay. So I think we ended on your clever ploy to hide.
Marbio?
Yeah, Marbio. To hide Marbio under the wagon, right?
Well, just to see
to
what extent that creature will try to attack him. Yeah, and maybe have a watch around the wagon hidden somewhere to see what's happening. Because if it continues, that nasty thing will eat your brain.
Yeah. Okay. So, despite all the bad dreams you may have of something picking you from the side, and you probably will wake up every now and then when some bit of wind comes next to your head, you will still have a good night's rest. And yeah, the next day comes up.
Okay, and during the night, if I try to make a watch, I guess I haven't seen any of this coming around the wagon?
You can... yeah, make a perception. I would say make it a plus. So it's a more difficult by 3.
Oh yeah, well I missed it. I've rolled high, so
Okay.
but maybe
Yes. So you. Sorry.
I may have been sleepy and missed
Yeah.
something.
You may have had the image of some shadowy figure at some points flying over the cart, but yeah, when you if you look at Marbio, then you don't find him hurt,
Yeah, okay.
just sleeping.
Okay. Well, okay. Good night's sleep. So in the morning, well, let's work on making the rest of the group cross the river, the boat yacht.
Yeah. Yeah, that will mostly be done by Kondar and a couple of the slaves who will get back over the river again.
Okay.
And yeah, after at midday, you will be across the entirety of the, or entirely over the river.
Okay. Okay. So.
Okay, let me just bring up a map. Hmm? Hmm. There. Ah, yeah. This here? No. This here? Yes. Edit. Okay. Oops. No, that's not it. Okay. Let me just share. Here we are. And so here you've crossed now.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, so you can see a couple of hills if you look into the north and east. The area directly to the east is also more swampy. And obviously, directly to the north, you have another arm of the Bodia.
Okay. Well, I may suggest that we avoid the swamp. With all this group, it will be a real mess, in my opinion.
I think so too. The wagons are probably too heavy for the for the swamp.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
what do you
well,
think, Marbio?
Can we really afford to ditch them, though?
To do what?
Can we really afford to leave them behind?
Oh, we don't want to leave.
So you want to go into the swamp, but without the wagons?
I'm not sure, but it's something that we should consider. I mean, we are looking for a specific group that is associated with the swamp. Am I remembering that correctly? Out of character.
Yes, at least from what Klitiki said, the orcs with the brown fur, they live in swamp-like areas around the Bodia.
Okay. Since we're looking for the brown orcs, we might need to go into the swamp at some point.
Okay, so we may consider that it's better now than never.
Detroit will also join into the conversation. I think maybe it would also be prudent to, or we could use the chance to take one of those hills to get a better look. So I could maybe get a better look on the environment for making the map.
Yeah, well, as for mapping needs, I think it's a good idea. Let's not forget what we're here for.
And I think we maybe could then we could until then still use the wagons. If we have to go into the swamp, I see a point. Maybe we should, but I think then we should hide them maybe somewhere where they are not found so easily.
That's a good idea. We could even, set up a little. I don't know if I would call it an outpost, but like a little place that we can come from. We can come from and search the swamp, and always have some place to come back to. I don't know if I really want to get caught up in the swamp for multiple nights in a row. But,
Yeah.
That sounds like a good plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay. I may open the march to scout for the best way to bring everyone.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then you can do a survival check.
Yeah. Oh. Not very lucky on that one. Let's see. Survival. Maybe. Oh, okay. I'm okay. Well, I've spent all my points. No success, but succeed.
Yeah. The area around the Bodia is obviously very muddy. So it's hard to find a way that you can use with the wagons. And still, after maybe a couple of hours, you find a way that will actually lead you somewhere into the direction of those hills.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a bit of a roundabout way.
Okay. Well, okay.
And by the evening, you have made a little progress.
Okay. Yeah. Well. So, are we all uphill in the evening, or?
No, not yet. You are in a slightly. How do you say? The ground has dried a bit when you stop. It's actually more cracked mud, like there used to be mud here, but there's not enough water now. Like you see in. I think the Death Valley has much of this kind of terrain.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of like a dried lake bed.
Yeah, like broken up mud cake or something.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I'm beginning to think that maybe it wasn't a good idea to cross the river here, but so since we're arrived, we don't have a choice. Okay, so we set up the camp, and yeah, and secure Marpio once again, just in case that thing comes over tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Okay, so you sleep again under the wagon. And yeah. Do you want to keep watch again, or
Oh
do
yeah,
you...
of course.
Okay, then make your roll.
The more I know about it, so I'm really careful, and this time it's
Actually, this time is not as difficult either. I would say you have just +1 this time.
okay. Well, it's a penalty +1, just a little.
Yeah, it's more difficult by 1.
Okay, well, I have 9 success if that's the case.
Okay.
So I'm really watching and I have
Yeah.
my bow in hand, just in case.
Yeah. So at some point, firstly, in this terrain, the trees are all have a bit less vegetation on them,
Yeah.
because they're obviously at this point there's a lot less water than there used to be.
Yeah.
And during the night you can sneak around a bit.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
And you are able to make out this flying shape as it passes over the wagon, and can follow this shape to a couple of trees,
okay.
where you can only make the outline. It's roughly maybe this size.
Okay. Yeah. That was I was guessing. Yeah.
Just against the background of stars, you can see in the shape sitting there on the tree. Let me just... Okay. Yeah, you manage to get maybe up to 10 paces from the tree.
Yeah, because I'm approaching carefully, really trying to adjust my eyes to the darkness to have the more I can see.
Then you can kind of see the head, or you can see that the head is kind of turning, and you can see the side of this skull shape.
Okay.
Which, now that you get a good look, doesn't look so much like a skull like before.
Okay.
It's actually, it has roughly the shape, but it's more like...
It has skins.
It's off. It's off.
Okay. Well, I'm just standing there looking at it, and I want to see what his next move will be. I want to understand that creature.
Yes, you wait a moment. It turns. The head turns again, and you, for a moment, you might think it looks directly at you.
Yeah. I'm ready for anything. I'm not aiming at it, but my bow is in my hand with an arrow in it.
Turns again, somewhat, and then it jumps off this this branch and flies down, very silent. But now that you're a bit away from the camp and are focusing on it, you can hear the slight the wind as it passes through its wings.
Okay. Is it diving at me?
No, it's diving at a point maybe 10 meters next to you.
Okay, I'm following in with my eyes.
Yeah, it comes close to the ground.
Okay.
And you can make out a short squeak,
Okay.
and then you can see that the shape of the wings again float towards another group of trees.
Okay, I'm following it. I'm still want to see what it's up to. I am trying to remember a tree was on, but just trying because I have a plan. In the daylight, I want to watch a tree, just to want to see. Okay, but
Yeah.
I'm following it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it lands, as I said, on another tree, and there you can see the from the outline and occasionally from the white of the skull that it is somehow active at the branch. So the head goes down very often.
It looks. I'm trying to look at where it seems to look itself. But it's looking down. That's what you're saying, or
It could be.
well, I'm just trying to. Well, it's dark.
So yeah. So do you want to try to get a closer look, or?
Well, it doesn't seem. He doesn't seem to want to attack me. He knows I'm there, so I'm getting closer than 10 pace this time.
Yeah, the as you get closer, the head turns around, and now it looks directly at you. Yeah, kind of yellowy eyes in this white skull-like face, and something apparently drops from this branch as this happens.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I still wait to see what it will do.
It turns the head to the side slightly.
Yeah.
And
Okay. I approach a little where
okay.
it's something seems to have dropped while keeping my eyes on it.
Okay. It jumps off jumps off the branch and comes flying at you.
Yeah, well, I'm ducking a little.
Yeah, you feel the passing of wings and at your head, but you are not hit
No.
by anything.
Okay. I'm not it.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm watching where it's going again.
It's flying again into the darkness. Maybe it's some into the direction of some other trees.
Okay, but I'm losing it.
Yeah, you can do another perception to keep track.
Any penalty on that one?
Yeah, I think in this case it would be again a +3 because you would also have to be fast. Actually,
I have it with 0 success, but you know,
okay.
I passed close. I'm okay.
Okay. Sorry. So you managed to keep following it, and you have a rough idea of where it landed.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your next move?
Well, I'm approaching it still. Just want to see what it's doing, if I can find it.
Okay. Yeah. Again, this time the eyes look at you while you're approaching. And again, as you come closer, at some point it will start to jump off the branch and fly into your general direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Just ducking, or?
I am ducking. Yeah, I don't want to.
Okay. Then you can do a agility roll.
Miss by one.
Okay. In that case, you feel the wind very strongly as it flies past you, and you feel a short pick of pain as something pricks you in the side of the skull.
Oh no!
And you take 3 points of damage.
I'm losing my hat. Oh, well, damn it!
Oh yeah, you had. I would say that gives you 1 point of armor there.
Yeah, that's what is written there. Okay, yeah, okay. Well, nevertheless, I'm swearing. Ah, damn it, creature. Okay. I'm going back to the second tree. It was was sitting.
Yeah, the one where something fell from it.
Yeah, and I'm okay. I still have one torch, so I will lit it and I will try to search the ground to see if something unusual is there.
Okay. Yeah, you can make an animal law check.
That's what I think. Yeah, I have kind of 6 success.
Okay, so first of all, what you find there is the rat carcass.
A rat?
A rat carcass.
Okay.
So seems like it has been in part. It has been ripped apart, and when you feel it, it still seems warm. So can't be too old.
Okay.
And as you search around this tree, you can also find small balls of fur, basically.
That rat fur, I guess.
Yeah, rats. There's mice.
Okay.
Generally, smaller creatures.
Okay.
Probably.
And by the look of the rat, does it seem to have been chewed on?
Yeah, it looks like there have been bits ripped out of. So it has been opened near the belly, with almost looks like as if opened with a knife.
Okay.
And then stuff has been ripped out.
Okay. 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 I want to. Okay, I will try to take one of my searching. Well, I have a grappling hook. I want to let the rat there. I just want to make attack. Put my hook just beside it. I just want to have a marker. I want to see it in the daylight tomorrow, just to see if it. Apart from chewing it, if I can sense that he's doing something strange with it.
Okay.
Still kind of ripping its heart.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm going back to sleep while being careful to not have my hat fell down again.
Okay. Yeah. Aside from this, the night goes by without much commotion.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, in the morning I go see Marbio.
Hello,
Hey, hi. Well, I've been following our night visitors a little while last night. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, it didn't attack me, but at some point I think I annoyed him enough for him to maybe give me some warning. It felt like more it warned me not to get closer. It doesn't have anything against me or anyone except you, obviously. But I think he was eating a rat. I have a carcass that I have left. If it's still there, I have to check it out. But so far, he's still with it. He's going from trees to trees, and it's really looking like a skull with yellow eyes. And I don't know what this creature is. Maybe we could ask Mavon or Detroit about that.
Hmm. I don't have a lot of knowledge, nature, or any kind of knowledge, but can I roll something like that anyway? Like,
Yeah, you can try an animal law. Do you show him where you found all this stuff, or?
Oh yeah, well if you want to see, no,
okay.
well I'm bringing you beside the tree and as is the carcass beside my grappling hook.
Yeah,
Okay, well
carcass is still there, but uh, now obviously some more animal life has found interest in it.
oh yeah, well it was not that well yeah it was chewed by other animals, but yeah
Yeah.
that's what I found and just playing with it with my Straja, it seems normal for a ripped apart rat.
Hmm. So this is where I look around and I look to see if I notice anything like nearby that can be kind of helpful,
Okay.
and that's a perception roll. Do you see it?
Yeah,
Wait.
Okay.
yeah, 10, 11, 4.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and I made that. I'm pretty sure I made that.
Hmm.
uh, and and while I'm looking around and paying attention to the horizon and everything, trying to see if I can see anything unusual out here, anything that uh,
Hmm.
might look like some sort of origin for the creature. I asked Gruff, so this is where you last seen him.
Not necessarily. It went. I'm pointing at the general direction of the last tree, and that other point. That's where it attacked me, and I'm showing him. The scratch that I have here. No, it almost get away with my hat.
Did I see anything?
Well, you also you find what I described to him. So these balls of fur. You also find some droppings here from yeah, some dung basically.
Yeah. Well. Okay. Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I wanted to see if I would find some poo from it and
yeah,
to see if it looks like a color I know.
yeah. Interesting. Even in the dark eye, there's no poo color identification skill.
We gave them an ID to make a
Wouldn't it be
search.
like aviology or just
Yeah.
beast lore?
um, yeah, you can do another animal law maybe.
Yeah, I'm trying, and well, maybe it won't be that good. Let's see.
You know, in the poor light, a white owl does kind of look like a skull.
Yeah.
But that's completely out of character.
Well, no, I'm looking at that, and it looks like a hole, a hole or something. I've made that. No, I can't see something special about it.
So you didn't make the roll?
Yeah, no, I haven't
Okay.
succeeded.
Okay. There. Okay. Yeah. So sorry.
Does it seem to be pointing in any direction, or should I just go by what Gruff said?
Well, I can show you the three the
Yeah,
three spots that I really took the time to observe the creature.
you made the roll for your perception by how far? By how much?
Let's see. Perception by 3.
Okay. I need a new window. No. I know. Okay. So it takes you a while. But in one of the trees, you can find something that at first glance you kind of could mistake for just another branch. But on closer look, it actually looks, yeah, of the right size. And you would say it's a bird that has one of its wings over its head. And as you go around to maybe get a look at the face, you can see some white under there.
Do I see Marvio looking strangely at something?
I do gesture you over to it.
Yeah, so I lift my head from my reflection about what I was analyzing on the ground. Okay, I'm coming, and do I see what he sees?
Yeah, it takes a moment because the coloring of its feathers are quite similar to the colors of the trees.
Okay.
But yeah, looks like there's a bird sitting, and from the size it could be something like an owl. Yeah.
Okay, and the size, could it be? Looking at it, could it be about the size of what I was tracking during the night?
Yeah, the size is similar. It's hard to tell, obviously, as you didn't see it too well.
What about we make some kind of a net to trap it?
I was thinking the same thing.
Okay. Well. Okay. I'm going to the camp, trying to see has anyone took a net when they departed.
I think that answer will probably find its that question will find its answer in the last video when you rewatch it, because I think there were actually some of the orcish no, not how do you say, fabrics that were rough enough so that they could be used as fishing nets.
Okay.
So
yeah.
you will have those.
Okay. So okay. Okay. I'm bringing the net with me. I'm asking Kondar to come.
What?
Well, just to have
What am I supposed to do?
Throw a net.
Okay. Okay.
You used to work on a boat. I guess you used to eat clams from time to time.
Yes, I worked on a boat. I worked on a boat and jumped on other boats to kill people.
I think we should probably go find one of the other fishermen.
Yeah. Maybe.
Or maybe someone else who has or asked for net experience.
Well, it's just about throwing it accurately. Well, yeah, okay. Throwing. Just see if there's a skill for that. Throw Maxwell.
Well, actually, in at least in the Dark Eye 3, there would have been throw net.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, I took you to Kandar because you are quite accurate when it comes to catch or hit
Well,
some.
I've seen people do it in when we went to Brabak in the arena. Doesn't seem that hard.
Okay. Well, I asked Asgard to come along too. Maybe we could, coordinate ourselves and silently
Occasionally in
coordinate.
this, I'm asking around to see if anybody knows anybody in the camp that could that would be good for it. Though I still want to bring them along just in case this happens to be the familiar of that orc shaman or something.
Yeah.
I'm thinking net fishing is mostly done by the sea, right? Not in rivers.
And you don't really cast a net for net fishing. So
Yeah.
maybe somebody who's been a gladiator at some point, or somebody who's
Well, what's I would say well, arenas are mostly in the south, so we're way away from that. So I would say this comes down to luck.
With Asgard and Kandar, we are Torwalians, so we are a little taller. We are closer from our target.
It's almost in the name, Torwalian, so to speak.
Yeah. We are tall. So, yeah, lady, I have a mission for you. We try to catch some kind of strange bird.
What?
Yeah.
Marbio? Chris?
yeah.
High or low? I would say it's
high this time.
3 and 20, I would say. Okay, so 18 to 20. And it's an 8, so no former gladiators.
Nobody who can throw a net like that?
No one was...
I guess
Sorry?
I could always use a fisherman because they would at least know how to handle the net, even if they don't necessarily know how to throw it.
Yeah, we'll find someone with fishing experience, especially. Probably will also be one of the Thorvalian slaves that you freed. It's a bit older, a bit weak, but when he has the nets in his arms or in his hands, it looks a lot smoother.
Oh yeah, that's a good candidate. Okay.
Olafsson.
So, my suggestion is to be quiet. We try to throw it and signal ourselves 1, 2, 3, but in a quiet way.
As I pass by them, I do tell Asgard and Kandar, while they're still there, I would like you guys to be along. This thing seems to be, if I've got the right bird, does seem to have abilities.
Abilities.
Well, let me put it this way: that thing has been able to seek me out, specifically me, and it kind of slowly attempt to wear me down. That's not just, a sparrow or a barn owl.
So you're saying what?
I'm saying that if something
This is an evil spirit or something.
No. I'm just saying that if something happens to have trained it, and they might be nearby, someone like maybe one of the orcs that had escaped, or
Kondar will get himself in a position where his back is towards a tree. Puts a scratcher in his hand. So you're saying we are here in the open, away from the camp, because you think there might be orcs here.
I'm just saying I would like you guys to be along in case something happens that involves something else besides the bird that may be connected to the bird.
Well, okay, we'll get ready.
Just trust me. Just trust me. It might be nothing, but
Okay, so I'm spreading out the net on the ground, trying to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, at the count of 3 guys. Yeah, do you think we can throw it high enough to cover the branch on where it is?
Wait. I think when we fished catfish, we did it like this. We
Okay.
have to put some We have to put some stones here in the corners. Make it
Oh.
heavier.
Yeah, let's do that.
that does make sense.
And okay, so now we try to throw the stones over it so that they pull it down.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a good idea. Okay.
Okay. So what do we put this down towards? Well, okay. I think throwing a stone. If you have any throwing combat ability, you can use that.
Okay. Well, my best one is thrown axe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I remove
and I
my.
think that's difficult enough that throwing a stone should be possible with that.
Okay.
I have throwing daggers, but but only 2 on there.
Okay.
So,
yeah, but you can still have your base distance combat, range combat towards that.
true.
So if you don't want to take part in this, then you don't have to, but you can.
All right. How many people do we need to do this? Just 1 or 2?
Right now there are 4 stones put into the net, so best
Okay,
would be 4 people.
Well, there's 3 people who know how to throw axes and the fisherman. So,
Good.
I don't really need to.
Okay. Okay, then yeah, let's do the rolls.
Okay. I have 1 chance out of 2 to have it because I have 10 total with my skill and all that. It's a success for me.
Okay. Okay.
My stone is going in the perfect arc over the branch.
Yeah.
What about the others?
Well, you and the fisherman, you are standing up front and throw your stones pretty well. Yeah, and then you see your stones on a perfect path, and then you kind of see the net spreads out, and the other 2 stones, they're flying much faster than yours. They overtake it, and the net turns in the air. What I would say maybe 1.5 chance. Oh, that looks still good. So while you're already breathing out in frustration as you watch this, the net actually manages to get sideways towards the bird and wrap itself around it.
Yeah.
Um, one of the stones actually hits it somewhere next to the head, and with a shriek, the entire bundle falls halfway down the tree, and then it dangles there. One of the stones has been grabbed or has lodged itself in a how do you say? It's in German. It's Astgabel, branch.
Yeah.
Well, a junction, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, like a Y branch.
Yeah.
You know. I know what you mean. Wow.
It kind of weakly tries to flap around in there, but doesn't really manage it.
So seeing it flap
wasn't
around.
that hard?
Yeah. Well, you threw it a little hard, guys. I'm looking at Asgard and Kandar, but nevertheless, we have it, and I have a Scrudja in hand, and I'm slowly approaching it, just to see if it's our.
I'm just looking at
suspect.
it to see if I can see its face.
Okay. As you approach and take a look inside there, you can actually see something of it. And let me just share another screen. Oh, okay. Wait.
Does it look familiar?
Wait. No. If you mean the kobold, then no, it doesn't look like that.
Oh.
And it's not the mini shaman.
Okay.
At least it doesn't look like it.
It's a hole.
So obviously turned around and wrapped in a net and upside down. But yeah, you can see this owl with really a razor-sharp beak that already managed to cut off some parts of the net in front of its face, and it seems to have gotten the idea of it and tries to free itself even more.
Yeah. Look at the markings, and it's like, that's why it looked like a skull.
Barbio, I never knew that you were smelling like a rat.
Hey, none of us smell really good out here.
Yeah, well, maybe we have our specialty scent, but nevertheless, I think we have our suspect.
So, can you eat owl?
I don't know.
Well, I don't feel like eating it. You know, I'm too curious to know why. And I think we should show him at least to Marvio, to Maven and Detroit at least, or maybe some other people that used to live around. Maybe even Titiki knows something about it.
Yeah, maybe.
Does anybody have do you happen to know in the things like maybe a something we can fasten into a little bit of a bird cage maybe?
I can build one.
Huh.
Yeah.
I think we might have a new little pet.
Yeah, well, I can work work on it. You know, I have my friend that out of character created the name last time. It was taken from that. I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Maybe I think it was also one of the Thorvalian and no, it was a Sveltian hunter, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then then I don't know the name.
I have to rewatch the video, but yeah, probably I have been around with talking with people with the common interest, so I may know one of them that may handle a hammer well.
Yeah, there will be a couple of people who can help with making a cage.
Okay, so on the I group them, and on the ground I take my strategy, and I'm drawing the plan of what I think it should do. It's very simple. Just to have yeah. So we're trying to make a cage for a strange owl. So let's build it.
Yeah, I would say this doesn't really, especially since you have this task force, you don't really need to make a roll.
No.
But yeah, I think this will probably be made from some reed because it's more flexible.
Okay.
And you actually get the cone-like bird cage shape.
Okay. Okay. Now we need to know how to handle the bird in the net, and trying to know what tactic we will take to take it from the net to the cage.
What's that? Oh, did you get yourself an owl?
Yeah. See, look, the skull face. I think that's what I was seeing.
Ah, this is your ghost. I see.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wonder why it had it out for me.
Oh, that looks sharp. Did you didn't piss against any temple walls, did you?
No, not that I know of.
Well,
Why?
good. Oh, I don't know. It's the owls are the animals of Sinde, goddess of knowledge. I don't know. Or did you burn any books or something?
No. Not that I know of. Not unless one accidentally fell in the firewood. I should hope it didn't.
Maybe it just headed in for you.
Maybe. Gruff said I smelled like a rat.
Well, because I'm over because he likes rats. That's what he eats.
I think, Gruff, you put your nose too much next to rats if you know how that smells.
It was just a joke. I know that the Mario smells good, Middle Ramian smells good, and Bawalian smells like fish, but we like it.
Well, I will get Borkheim. Maybe he knows something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, if it's was he going well? By the way.
Yeah, his arm is still in a sling. The broken arm still needs to heal, but he's around. He's on his feet, and doesn't need to be carried around anymore on the wagon.
Okay. Yeah. We will be more able to observe him if we put him in the cage. So
yeah.
So
it tries to get to scratch with its beak at the cage, but not very fast. It's obviously either tired or kind of yeah. It's moving a bit sluggish.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I just asked whoever was nearest, maybe go get a little bit of fish, just a little piece, a little square fish.
For
the owl.
It eats rats.
Well, I'm pretty sure it won't turn down fish, or maybe I don't know, or just anything.
Yeah. Well, I can. Well, I can easily get you something. If you want a fish, I will bring you a fish. But I think I can manage rats too.
Okay, get whatever you think it would. Just
Yeah. So I'm tracking a rat.
Yeah, I think rat catching is not that big of a problem.
Yeah.
Um,
We can ask one of the goblins anyway.
yeah, actually, that's they will probably be doing that on their own as well already.
Yeah. Well, if there's a goblin with a rat in his hand, I take it. Oh, I need this.
Hey, what? Get back!
Oh no, well, we have a new guest, and we have to be polite with the new guest, so I'm taking the rat.
What get? What pool? What pool?
Well, maybe you can check out with me. Maybe you know what it is, and I'm gesturing the goblin to come with me, if he wants to.
Yeah, he as you take his rat away, he's definitely following you.
Okay, so and I'm pointing to the owl, to the goblin. Do you know what this is?
What?
Yeah.
Evil spirit!
Anyone figuring out what it's saying?
I think he said evil spirit.
Yeah, that we guessed that part, but what else?
Comes night. Marks people dead.
Marks people head
Marks people dead.
dead.
Yeah.
Well, it's been visiting me many nights, and I'm still alive.
What else? How they mark people?
Always dead. Always.
Well, okay. Well, the rat it's for him, and I approach the cage and I push the rat in the cage. That's our guest.
Yeah, it kind of looks at it, takes a peck, and then the eyes close again.
Oh.
Why you give good rat to bad thing?
I think it's tired. Oh.
Well, it was Mario's idea, but it would have been mine too. For me, it's a strange animal that wants to attack that guy.
So, then you marked.
He will point it at Mario.
You
Well,
marked my spirit.
Well, it did peck at me, I'm guessing.
He will back away slightly.
And I'm showing the mark on my forehead, and he did that to me too.
You mark.
Hold up.
You can have rat. You can have rat.
And will scurry away.
What did he say?
Well, we'll just ask Borkai what he thinks.
Yeah, I think so. But so far, how can it be a spirit? Spirit don't poo on the ground. From what my mother told me.
From what I've heard, the ephemeral do not leave traces like other beings do. Your mother was correct in that, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
So, you got yourself some friend here, it seems. But
Yeah.
why does he have to be in a cage?
Well, he's been pecking at me for the last week, so
It's quite annoying, I think. So.
yeah.
So, but you did not kill it. I
No,
think
no.
that shows promise.
Yeah, I think it's actually kind of cute.
Yeah. But if it's behaves like a normal animal, it will be very sad in that cage. We're keeping it just to observe it.
Yeah, of course.
Do you plan to train it?
Do you know anything about training owls?
Not particularly, but I know that they are very intelligent animals. Might be possible.
Ah,
We heard that some witches managed uh, to keep them as close companions and even as some whisper talking partners.
Witches or maybe shamans?
I don't know about shamans. We shouldn't even know about witches.
Well,
are there witches this deep in the in the Orklands? Aren't they more? Where would they
I
be
doubt
from?
it. I doubt it.
but
Though it's an old tradition. Maybe some fled here.
well, maybe, but it has a purpose, and he really knows what he wants. It's from someone who knows us too well. I'm looking at his feathers around its face.
Mhm.
Does it seem like painted, or it's a natural color that makes that skull type of?
No, it's actually natural coloring.
Okay.
It's just yeah, the
Okay.
kind of pelt that has this white color, surrounded by this dark brownish feathers around the side that makes the contrast even starker, and it has a very black pelt directly around the yellow eyes. And around the mouth, there's also a small patch of where the mouth would be of the skull. There's also a small black line.
This is actually kind of a pretty bird, I'm guessing. Just yeah. Even if it has a little bit of a morbid face.
Well, the morbid face. If it wasn't attacking you specifically, I would have said that, like many other type of animals, it developed those colors to scare off predators.
It could also be some leftover from the Mages' Wars, maybe.
Yeah.
Could be.
Something to scare off the peasants or something.
Well, it scares the goblins, that's for sure.
Yeah, they were saying it was an evil spirit that wants you for dead if it pecks you.
Well, I doubt that this is a spirit, but
might be a good idea to get the bites checked again. That could come from a disease. Like they might say that it might be for dead because it's
obviously,
got a
yeah.
disease. Yeah.
Well, let me just see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and no, I think your wound is healing just fine. No inflammation.
All right. Okay. So has Borkai been back yet?
Yeah, Borkai has been out with a couple of people also to get some firewood and also to hunt a bit. When he gets back, he will someone will bring him to you. He will back away slightly.
The goblins didn't.
That bird Tyra.
Yeah, Tyra.
I say, or Oliarch. Speaking Oliarch.
What?
I tell him to speak in Low Orc. Oliarch.
Okay. That's a bird of Tyrach.
So
it marks the dead.
That's what the goblins were telling me, and I'm speaking back to him also in Noir. Uh, I think that's the thing that's been pecking at me. Do you know anything about that?
I only know that it pecks at those. It visits those who Tyrach gets to him, and they don't die honorably. They die in bed like weaklings.
Hmm. So, uh, I don't know. It just looks like an owl to me.
Yes, and Brazorak can look like fire, and he can look like drought. Gods look however they want to look.
Yes, it's true. Well, I'd like to keep it around to see if it's just to keep an eye on it.
You want to keep it?
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm not sure that keeping Tyrach in a cage is a good idea.
Well, I can't have him pecking me in the face.
Where will you put him?
I'll just keep him with me until I know it's safe to let him go. Might even Mavon said that some people train owls. Might even maybe try and do so.
You want to train Tyrach? It doesn't make sense.
I just shrug.
You keep it away from me.
Okay. I won't. I won't keep it near you. No problem. I mean, it kind of keeps the goblins in line too.
If you say so. It will. I go now. We have some deer.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, and he will slightly back away without turning its back on the bird.
Okay. Looking at Marvio, what does Burguy say about this bird?
It says it's a. He's speaking as though it was sort of like an avatar of Tyra.
Tyra, we're far from the god of knowledge.
Tyrok. I'm guessing. I don't know a whole lot about Orcish culture, but it seems like sounds like a death god of some sort.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Every time that Burkai speaks Tyra, he speaks it with kind of a small, faint fear in his voice. Yeah.
Huh.
So you've been chewed by an avatar of their god of dead.
I guess.
Well, it won't happen again if it stays there.
Yeah. Seeing Borkai and the goblins, I am kind of worried that this might create a problem. If it does, I'll go ahead and let it go. But
well, so far you've been protected the 2 last nights, under the cover we made to make you sleep. So Maybe it will leave you alone. Well, maybe it will try to attack you every night, but if it can.
It probably does become active more so at night. I'll try and feed him the rat then.
Okay.
I go and I talk to Chieka.
Yeah, she
and I
will.
bring
She will probably be. How do you say? A milling meal. Not meal.
Yeah.
Flour
Yeah.
or flour. I think you say
Flour.
right. Yeah.
Yeah, flour.
I never understood how that combination of letters can be spelled flour.
Have you seen the English word colonel? COLONEL?
Yeah. Yeah. It's colonel.
Yeah.
Spanish say. Okay. Yeah, she's just basically preparing something to make flatbread. Hello.
Hey, and I'm carrying the cage with me. It's like,
Oh, what do you have there?
the thing that's been pecking at me. Borkai and one of the goblins have actually said that this apparently marked me for dead. Maybe a superstition. He said it was associated with Tyrock. You've been around the orcs a long time. You think this is going to be a problem if I keep it?
Tyrach is one of their idols, I think. I think actually it's probably a good idea to keep, if they believe that this is their god or something like that, then keeping it in a cage, you can prove to them how that it isn't.
Perhaps I just don't want to offend them, I guess, or maybe.
From what I got when we were there, they fear their gods more than worship them. So, if you can show that you are stronger than their gods, then I think that will gain you their loyalty, maybe.
Maybe. Do you know anybody who's adept at training owls? Perhaps.
I think we had someone here who, I think Kirban over there. He was a falconer. Maybe he also has an idea how to do something with owls. I don't know.
Well, maybe if I can get it to do tricks for me, that might be all the better for gaining their respect. And I kind of laugh at that.
Yeah. It looks
all right.
It looks kind of nice when it sleeps.
Yeah, it's cute. I got to think of a name for him. But well, at that I go and I talk to the falconer guy. I say my farewells and talk to the falconer. And I go ahead and let other people have a chance to do this because I've been talking a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. But we will keep the talk with the falconer short. I would say he has no experience with owls, but he has heard something, and he can try. So. If you want him to.
All right, let's try tonight when it starts to stir a bit. We'll try and get it. Maybe just start out by getting it friendly. I assume anyways that birds have a lot of similarities, so this could.
Okay. So after a successful bird hunt, what do you want to do, Gruff?
Well, trying to see if I can climb up hill to have a better look on the surroundings.
Okay, so you want to scout ahead a bit for the rest of the day.
Yeah, I want to scout ahead, and I found the name of the guy, my friend Therese.
Ah,
Tureys. Whatever. Therese. I will write it. Therese.
okay. It doesn't sound like something I would say, but
Okay, well,
okay.
write it like it sounds to you.
Yeah. Okay, maybe I have to rewatch the video as well. Okay. Yeah, let's say maybe Torice or Torice.
Or Therese.
Torice.
It sounds even better.
Torice.
Therese. Okay. And I'm going with him. Yeah, I want to open the see where we're going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. To find a good path again, you can do another survival check. And I would say because Torice is there with you, you have a lower difficulty by 2.
Well, I have 7 success.
Okay. Yeah, so you actually find a path that's it almost looks like at some point in the past, though not recently, this has been used for someone to track down here because the trees apparently have been cleared away in a path so that you don't have to that you can move the wagons in a straight line rather than always have to go snake lines.
Okay. Trying to find some more signs of maybe some buildings, tents, or Okay. Try to find that way. Carefully.
If you look around this kind of road, you will actually find the signs of fireplaces, but very faint. So you just find a few charcoal pieces of charcoal left from burnt wood.
Trying to determine if it was a if it's still hot.
No.
No.
It's definitely old. It's almost. It looks rather like this has been lying here for a long, long time.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to get back to the camp.
Mm-hmm.
Were we moving today? I guess so.
Yeah. You will have probably taken the path that you scouted out yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, so all the while now you have scouted a bit ahead, and by the time you return, you can basically lead them to the entrance of this kind of road if you want to.
Yeah, but so that's what I say to you, Mario. Well, yeah, find a path. In fact, it's a perfect one. It has been used by other carriers or something like that before.
Good.
But don't know who. Of course. But yeah, it would be an easy path.
All right. Cool. Good.
Okay.
Well, why don't you show it to me? Just let me see it.
Okay, well, so you're coming with me?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, well, I'm going directly to what I have found on the road, showing some fireplaces. Obviously, it has been a fire that has been made a long time ago, so maybe it was a long time. Well, like at least a couple of weeks since someone passed over there.
And
I took a good look at it, and
you both can also make another survival check, maybe.
oh, okay. Let me look at survival. I don't have anything in survival.
Okay.
but-
Okay.
Well, I have a 5 success.
Okay. Yeah, from the number of fireplaces that you find and from their size, you can kind of guess that maybe this was a group of 20 to 30 people at the time. Otherwise, they would have made either unnecessary large fires, or they would have it would have been not enough to keep everyone warm and make food for everyone.
Yeah, that was quite a group that came over here. Maybe it was, well, because we crossed the river, maybe it was a group that we have met on the other side of the river, but probably not.
Right.
It also from the way that the fireplaces look, it looks a lot like it's been raining since this fire was made.
Yeah.
And in the last couple of weeks, you didn't have any rain. So
Alright.
Yeah.
unless it rained here and not where you were.
Alright. That is a perception check. Maybe if I can glean any information from it, but I think I missed anyway. I only got
Sorry,
3
I
points of
can't.
perception.
Ah, okay. So, okay.
14, 13, 14. So, yeah. Cleverness, intuition, and cleverness. No, wait. Yeah, cleverness, intuition. 2. And intuition's also 12, so that's 4. I missed it by 1. So,
Okay. Yeah, you look around and you kind of find some healed marks and trees. Looks like someone has been trying to scratch something in there, but didn't really. Or they just were bored or something.
yeah. All right. Okay. Well, I guess it's time to press on then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay.
do that. So we'll group everyone to take the bath.
Yep.
Yeah, from the
Yep.
camp.
Yeah. And by the end of the night, you will probably just reach the point where this last campsite that you found was, and you can reuse the fireplaces.
Yeah. So let's do that. Okay.
Yeah. And if you have nothing against, I would like to make a break at this point.
Okay, well, no problem. No, that was today's episode. At least we have catch the unknown suspect.
I gotta think up a name for the owl.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have the honor to find it, since it seems to like you a lot.
I like the
good enough
taste of me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
stop recording. So in
Alright.
2 weeks, for everyone's watching,